Equatorial Guinea is a country in Central Africa with a population of around 1.5 million people. Despite being one of the smallest countries on the continent, it has a rich history that dates back to the 15th century. So in this video, we're going to do our best to summarize the history of this small but mighty nation. Before we get into the video, if you could please like and subscribe. It would help us out a lot. Thanks. And also feel free to check out the links below for more information on the topics we discuss in this video. Equatorial Guinea is located on the west coast of Africa and consists of two main regions. Mainland Equatorial Guinea and the island of Bioko. The mainland region is bordered by Cameroon, Gabon, and the Republic of the Congo, while the island of Bioko is located off the coast of Cameroon. The earliest inhabitants of Equatorial Guinea were the Baka people, who lived in the forest region of the mainland. The Bantu people migrated to the area from West Africa between the 8th and 12th centuries, and they brought with them new technologies such as ironworking. By the 15th century, the Portuguese had arrived in the region and established trading posts on the mainland and on Bioko Island, which they named Santa Isabel. The Portuguese initially came to trade with the indigenous people, but soon began to capture and enslave them. They also introduced African slaves into the transatlantic slave trade. In the 16th century, the Spanish also arrived in the region and they competed with the Portuguese for control. In 1778, Spain and Portugal agreed to divide the region between them, with Spain taking the mainland and Portugal keeping Bioko Island. However, the Spanish never fully explored or settled in mainland Equatorial Guinea, leaving it largely under the control of local chiefs. In the 19th century, the Atlantic slave trade was abolished, but the Spanish continued to use African slaves in their colony. During this time, the island of Bioko became a major producer of cocoa and coffee. In 1900, the Spanish colonial government was reorganized and Equatorial Guinea was placed under the control of a governor-general in the Spanish Guinea. This led to the Spanish colonization of the mainland region. However, the Spanish did not have much success in this area, as they faced resistance from the local people. During World War II, Equatorial Guinea declared its independence from Spain. But this was short-lived and the Spanish quickly regained control. In 1946, Equatorial Guinea became a Spanish colony. The Spanish colonial administration was characterized by exploitation and oppression, which led to widespread poverty and resentment among the local people. In the 1950s, the Spanish colonial regime was challenged by various nationalist movements, but these were all suppressed. In the early 1960s, the situation in Equatorial Guinea began to deteriorate rapidly, and there was increasing instability and violence throughout the colony. In July 1972, a group of Spanish soldiers and police officers overthrew the colonial government and proclaimed the independence of Equatorial Guinea. The new regime was led by Francisco Macias Singama, who became president of the country. He ruled as a dictator, and his regime was characterized by human rights abuses, political repression, and economic mismanagement. Despite the difficult circumstances, Equatorial Guinea managed to gain recognition from a number of African countries, including Cameroon, Gabon, the Central African Republic, the Congo, and Nigeria. However, relations with neighboring countries were often strained due to border disputes and accusations of supporting rebel groups. In 1973, Equatorial Guinea joined the Organization of African Unity, now known as the African Union. Despite being an African country, Spanish remained the official language of Equatorial Guinea during this time. But in 1976, the government changed this and made the local Fang dialect, known as Njemba, the official language of the country. This move was controversial and was seen as a way to further isolate Equatorial Guinea from the rest of the Spanish-speaking world. In 1979, the government of Equatorial Guinea invited Cuban doctors to the country to help improve healthcare. This was part of a broader effort by the Cuban government to provide medical assistance to African countries. In the 1980s, the economy of Equatorial Guinea began to decline due to a fall in the price of cocoa, which was one of the country's main exports. This led to widespread poverty and unemployment, which in turn led to increased instability. In 1982, a group of military officers attempted a coup against President Macias, but the attempt was unsuccessful, and many of the participants were executed. The following year, President Macias died and was succeeded by his brother, Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mubasogo. Under Obiang's rule, Equatorial Guinea has become one of the most repressive countries in Africa. His regime has been characterized by widespread corruption, human rights abuses, and the silencing of opposition. Despite this, Obiang has managed to maintain a close relationship with the governments of France and China. In recent years, Equatorial Guinea has become the focus of international attention due to the discovery of large oil reserves off its coast. This has led to a rapid increase in the country's wealth, but the benefits of this have not been felt by the majority of the population. Instead, the oil money has been used to further enrich the ruling elite and to fund the country's lavish military. Today, Equatorial Guinea remains one of the most secretive and isolated countries in Africa. Its president has been in power for over 30 years, and there is little hope for democracy or human rights in the near future. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And also feel free to check out the links below for more information on the topics we discussed in this video. Thanks for watching.